surprising.
Oh, no, not at all. His Frostproof resistance obviously gives him a great sustain in the bottom lane. And because you're going to have Falstad doing those rotations down there, it's you want the character that's going to be able to survive those, haha, I gotcha moments from Falstad.
It's going to seem pretty standard. Bit of a brawl around the site point. Bit of a root already, actually. As Ultivian taking quite a bit of damage on that Elliot. Illidan will be able to back off for now. Johanna was able to pick up Soyuz, but he's going to be able to dash away. And just pretty standard poke war happening at the moment. Although Pesky is kind of low, we'll be able to walk away from that one. And it is, in fact, I believe, Please No Ziki. Are they on the red team?
Yep, Please No Ziki. They're losing Illidan off the bat. That is really detrimental right in this moment now. They've got no one that can really dive in to collect those coins and get out. So we're going to see all the coins basically go to the blue team. But however, oh, what's that? The kill actually gets on. The Abatha hat taking out, well, I can't remember who it was. Karazim. Wow, and the coin distributions, what's changed? Not much. Most coins are still on Pest Control's side, but that was a really nice early on kill. I actually thought they'd be able to get a lot more coins from that. I think
he did a good job of picking up the coins. He did get into a bit of a bad position there, but the shield from the Tassadar keeps him alive, and then the turnaround kill onto Illidan from the tower shot. He's dead again. So literally respawned, came back, and died immediately. And
yeah, it's turning out not to be a good game for Illidan so far. Very aggressive.
Thrall's doing pretty decently in that bottom lane as well, because Falstad was up top for a little while. He's only just come back now, and there's a dive onto the Falstad as well. Alice is not going to be able to get out of that situation, and is taken out into the bottom lane. So not the sort of start from Please No Key they'd like to see so far. Just nothing is really going their way.
And that's exactly what I was saying about that bottom lane, putting the Thrall down there. When Falstad does rotate down, he does have the time to escape. Vala has she obviously has her own escape with the Vault, but it may not be enough depending on how far away she is, because Falstad does have his own little dash forward. Now, but we see this sustain coming out of Thrall, just kept him alive, got time for Karazim to rotate down, and yep, they got to kill on Falstad. They're now a 2-level advantage in this game.
And they're also just one coin away, which the ETC will be able to unlock the cannons, and that can start firing. The Abatha just sitting in the top lane. Arcana just poking away the Johanna. And just wondering if that's a bot, considering it has Johanna as the name, Disco.
Yeah, I dare say it is. Someone actually has dropped from the game. I don't know if they haven't noticed, or it's a massive DC and there's not coming back from it. Not sure. We have to find out after the game what happened there. Arcana living a little bit dangerously, learn to pronounce. 7 coins. If he dies right now, he almost gives his opposition a turn in.
Yeah, but Arcana, you'd have to trust he knows what he's doing here with those coins. He's going to not go too aggressive. But 2 games in a row where the tank for one of the teams is the seed. And I hope that he can come back, because they're already behind as it is, Disco. They do not need to deal with having a bot on their team as well. That's just going to make things even more difficult. And you wonder possibly if Pest Control realize this and they're just going to try and, I guess, get this top boss, knowing that they can't actually group up unless they force the bot over there as well.
Well, I think they're actually just being more sneaky here. They've got people in the bottom lane that's going to pick up the mercenary camp. It's going to put a little bit of a feeling of we're safe for Please No Ziki. They actually have mercenaries in the top lane as well, so you would assume that they would prioritize clearing that. But instead, this early boss, so nice in the game, is going to be a total shock. I mean, Abatha might have to change his pants after this.
Well, Abatha's definitely going to get moving now. He's in a very front-forward position. He's finally going to start moving, as it is going to be Please No Key in the bottom lane. But they are so far behind. They've got to be able to deal with the boss in the top lane now too. So they have to rotate all the way from the bottom lane back over to the top lane. And they're not going to be able to do much soaking of the lanes in the meantime as well.
Yeah, the lead is just going to spiral out and just going to go so much into Pest Control. They're going to have the level 10. They're going to be able to hand in coins whenever they want with no fear, no regret, no remorse, because they just know that they've just got the level advantage. Now, what I do like, Falstad did try to stay down below and do a little bit of off pressure. He actually managed to get away. That's nice, but this chase is on. Karazim could have engaged onto that, but pull back, clean out your lanes so they don't get any experience from the buildings. But where's the red team? They can't contest any of these chests. And another shot of cannons going towards blue.
Yeah, and Ultivine has to be careful as well. He does have 9 coins in his pocket at the moment. If he gets picked off at any stage, he's going to lose all those coins. And his team really needs them if they're going to have any chance of getting back into this one to get some cannon barrages going their way for once. And as you mentioned, this is already the second time that Pest Control have unlocked the cannon barrage. Johanna bot is in a bad position, and they're going to be able to capitalize surely on this, although Pesky will keep the bot alive just for now, and they will be able to get away safely. Abathar backing off as well. And in the bottom lane, actually, Thrall is actually going to go down. So, another interesting things happening all over the place. He wasn't expecting that sort of kill to happen. Nicely done from Ultivine and Alice in the bottom lane.
Yeah, please no Zeki. They've got to just concentrate on soaking and doing it safely. The game is far from over. There's still a lot of structures on the field for them. They need to get level 10. They need to start dropping this experience deficit so they can actually start pushing back into these fights and being silly like that as Thrall. Thrall's a great solo laner, don't get me wrong, but he can't just be by himself and be picked up like that. And it's little kills like that which are going to help Please No Zeki. But, I mean, if there was a big rotation, they could have been in a lot of trouble just then.
And another barrage coming out for Pest Control. This is going to be their third one already. So definitely making use of their advantage so far in this early game, getting all the coins that they possibly can, turning them in, and doing so much damage. And you just have to wonder, I guess, for Please No Key, at some point they're going to have to try and turn in Ultivine's 11 coins and try and do it safely.
If they ever get the chance. I mean, they just don't like... They're probably in a good position right now, but... Like Pest Control, once they get level 13, they'll have the talent advantage, which means that they can hand in or they can control that point way, much more effectively than Please No Zeki can without that talent. Because that's the ideal time. There's a gust going in. Ooh. Oh, the red team's going down. Trying to make something happen here. It's a 5-on-5 action. We see a lot of damage on Tassadar. Spread's being out. Gone to ETC. He's backed away. Tassadar's gone back in. The mosh pit comes out. It hooks in Illidan. Illidan dead. Look at all those coins. It doesn't matter. Divine Palm comes off. Keeps ETC alive. And they're just starting to mop up any more kills. No. There was obviously a clone who was fine in that regards. But they got their target. They got Ultivian. They got the coins. They can just laugh all their way to the piggy bank now.
All ultimates used, except for Tassadar's Force Wall, which has only got 12 seconds, so all ultimates used there. That Illidan has to be careful when he's got all those coins, but he also has to engage into that fight disco. He's got no real choice but to follow up, try and do as much damage as he can while surviving. If he dies and the rest of his team can't follow up on his death and wipe out Pest Control, it's a big loss, more so than just the usual fight. Now all the coins that he had in his pocket over to the side of Pest Control. They're going to already be able to go and grab the next barrage if they so wish. And now only 2 coins are available for Please No Zeki, and they haven't even grabbed the barrage once. So extremely far behind now, even though the experience doesn't really show it and the kills probably don't show it. This game is snowballing away from them, and they've got to be able to halt the momentum of Pest Control at some stage.
Yeah, totally agree. I mean, you look at what are they losing on? A map pressure. They can't be forward in any lanes because they've got nothing to retreat to. If they have a big wipe, Pest Control can go and take one of their keeps, and then that's even more pressure in that lane. You've constantly got to be monitoring it, and then we can have these situations where Pest Control can just put so much pressure on them that you have a minion case coming on, and the minions win the game for you by putting that pressure on the core.
Fight happening in the bottom lane. Nice wall from the Tassadar to stop Johanna. The bot having to move around that. The Earthquake does come out as well. Ultivine is going to try and get as much damage in as he can before he will surely fall down soon if they turn the target onto him at any point. Sawyers does get really low. Arcana is extremely low. He's going to have to pop that stasis. Gets fully healed back up. And now we've got the mosh pit coming out. Johanna is stuck into that one. Ultivine just looks like he's trying to do so much and not much is happening. The damage he is doing it's there, but it's just all getting soaked up and mitigated so easily that it almost looks like it's not even happening.
Oh my gosh, that fight just then, the way Arcana just like really bullied Malfurion out of it. Like Pesky was sitting there, was trying to get him to do the healing, but Arcana just sat there and just said, hey, what are you doing, Malfurion? You might want to get away from this fight, because if not, I'm going to murder you, bird boy. And he just couldn't do anything in regards to it, and Pesky had to back out. It was really good zoning by Arcana on Valor, who normally doesn't really have a zoning control tool like that.
And Karazim as well, with that Divine Palm keeping Arcana alive so he could come back into that fight and just keep doing what he was doing. If he had died, maybe things changed a little bit, because when he did get the Divine Palm, the fight was still in the balance. It was still up for grabs, and that just completely shut that attempt down from Please No Key. Just one ultimate can do that. So another barrage comes out for Pest Control.
Yeah, this is like this is now the barrages that really hurt. This is on the keeps. Once those keeps are down, you're gonna have catapults spawning in that lane. That means that not only are the minions doing better lane clearing themselves, when they do hit the core, they're gonna start doing tremendous amounts of damage to the core, putting even more pressure on the enemy team to deal with that, respond to it, and not be on the map. Now this situation here, I guess
it's almost like they're trading.
Well, it's not even... I mean, this is... Okay, so they've managed to get through to the base. Like, they're going to break through this. I don't think Pest Control can respond in time, but they're not going to be able to get a keep. If they could get a keep from this, they actually might be value. Get a keep, go back home, and then be able to defend at the core. So this will be there'll be a bit of a trade here.
Well, they should be able to get the keep, because Pest Control aren't actually going back to defend it. They're just going to push on through with the boss, which is really smart, although it does look like they are actually starting to realize the threat here, because they are on top of the core disco.
This is exactly what I was thinking. The Mighty Gust comes out. Falstad's actually dead. This puts a lot in Pest Control's favor now. If they get a wipe here, please no, Ziki has lost this map 100%, and the kills are coming out, and that's it. This game is over. Pest Control go through to the finals.
Johanna bot, they're not sure what to do. She's absolutely no clue what to do. That little bot has no idea if she should go in or back off or what's happening. So, yeah, as you mentioned, that was sort of a last-ditch effort. They knew they really couldn't go back and try and take down the boss anyway, because if they go back, they lose all of that momentum and push they made into the bottom lane. And I think they were also banking on the fact that